Hello. My name is Chef Barry. And welcome to my brand new cooking channel. Let's begin. For this first recipe we'll be making an old-time classics, with a little fun and creative twist curated by yours truly, me. Look, just because it isn't an original recipe doesn't mean I can't show it on my channel. People make videos cooking non-original recipes all the time, and if they can do it, so can I. And I even said that I am going to put my own creative Chef Barry trademark twist on it, which is more than most of these so-called chefs all over YouTube have been doing these days, so just get off my case. And even if I didn't put my own special twist on the recipe, that's my prerogative, and quite frankly it is not your business what I do with my channel, so if it is alright with you I would like to just start making the recipe already, because we have wasted too much time already and I don't want this video to be too long, as it increases the likelihood of losing viewer retention, since most of you guys don't even finish my videos anyways, because you all have the attention spans of mentally underdeveloped monkeys. I for one have an excellent attention span, as my mom limits my screen time to 15 minutes a day, and I always hand in my homework on time, because if I do not get good grades in school my mom says that I will grow up to be a crackhead, and since I am too ugly to be a prostitute I will have to resort to begging for change like the lowly vagabonds who sleep in the train station. For my first amazing recipe, we'll be cooking cubed ham-flavored beef regiments with a side of mayonnaise sprouts and turkey bacon tacos with ham and egg mayo on one side and a lettuce wrap with mayo adjacent sauce on the side, dairy-free with no mayo on half, because my mom doesn't like it and we are going to split the meal, if that's okay. Registered trademark. For the first recipe instruction, I want you now to acquire the finest ham or ham-adjacent product from your fridge, and if you don't have any please pause the video and go get some from your local market. Will usually tend to be available at most of the fine foods markets, and yes, they're expensive, but if you cannot afford it then maybe you should not be cooking, as food tends to be very expensive, and if you are too poor to afford food then maybe you should just get on welfare and see if there are any items you can afford on the value menu at McDonald's. Alright, now that you have acquired ham we are going to cook it in this mayo adjacent hollandaise flavored milk. Waits for exactly 5 minutes. Wow! Doesn't that look amazing? Yes, I know that this is a difficult technique, but if you are an amazing chef like myself it shouldn't be an issue for you. Most people are not as good as me, but if you actually practice instead sitting on your behind eating 7-Eleven nachos and pork rinds, maybe you would be able to keep up with my recipes. Excellent. The first item of the recipe is finally ready. Man, I wish that you guys could smell this. Now, I hope that you started prepping your egg tartar while we cooked the first half products, because you are going to need it for this next amazing recipe instruction, and if you didn't prepare the recipe is essentially ruined, so you may as well just throw out all of your food and give up. After 10 minutes, we are going to introduce the mayo element. This element is extremely important as this is a mayo-free recipe, and it really ties the mayo together with the turkey bacon flavored eggs. It's coming together nicely. Almost there. Yes. Just look at this amazing dish we made. I'm sure yours is not as good as mine, because you are a novice and you can't cook and you're poor and stupid, but as long as you aren't a completely brain-dead nitwit you are, then it should at least be edible. For this next recipe, I will be bringing it my special guest sous chef, Robot.
Hello sous chef Robot.
Hi. For this recipe, it's just very important that Robot does all the tedious grunt work that I don't feel like doing, since he is a terrible cook and it is below me to do these very unimportant and forgettable steps. This next dish is called salad. And by the way, it is an original recipe. It is. I swear. I made this recipe up. If you don't believe me, you can even ask my mom. She was there when I invented the recipe, and she said it was the best salad she ever tasted in her entire life. She did. Ask Robot. Robot was there too. Ask him if you don't believe me. Robot, Could you please tell them that this is an original recipe, and that my mom loves it and you were both there when I made it up?
Okay.
Alright, first please cutting up the vegetables and lettuce please robot, while I begin continuing roasting the egg. Man, I am so excited about this recipe, it really takes me back to my childhood making this on Sundays with my mom for my mom and her male friends. When my mom taught me how to make this dish, sometimes she would even let me eat it afterwards unless her male friends were drinking. Then she would usually just yell at me for messing up the egg or applying too much mayo on the wrong half. It is very important to use excellent technique, because if I don't, my mom's male friend will hit my mom and make me hold my hand on the hot part of the stove until I stop crying, which tends to take a pretty long time. Robot, I hope that you are almost finished your prep work because if you don't the recipe will be ruined and we will get negative feedback in the comments.
Done.
Robot, your knife work is abysmal. But unfortunately we are running out of time, so I guess this dish is just going to be disgusting. Okay, now that the cheese and all of the edible products are finished marinating, this dish is finally complete, even though I know it is going to be disgusting because clearly Robot is a terrible cook. Let's try it. Just as I suspected. Absolutely disgusting. Robot, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of my cooking in the future, please let me know in the comments and leave a super comment with a small donation of $75 or more to ensure that your comment is placed at the top of my feed. That way, I will be guaranteed to see your comment and I will know that you want me to make more cooking videos in the future.
And don't forget to subscribe.
The end.